Here's what I hear all the time. I'm good at what I do, but I don't enjoy it. I want to do something else. I know I'm capable of more. This comes from high performing leaders, respected, trusted, delivering results. And yet, this is what most of them won't say out loud. If it sounds familiar, here's what's actually going on. Most leaders are very clear about what they're good at. But being good at something and leading from your area of greatness are not the same things. Your area of greatness lives at the intersection between your strengths, your passions, and your purpose. Not one, not two, all three of them. And when those three line up, the experience of your work changes. You stop second guessing yourself. You stop looking around trying to measure up. There's clarity, there's confidence, and the sense that how you're leading actually fits who you are. I've worked with hundreds of leaders. Senior leaders, C-suite leaders. They have the title, the track record, and everything they thought they were working toward. And yet, they're leading outside of their area of greatness. But once they see it, everything about how they lead shifts, and how people experience their leadership shifts too. Now, let me show you how to find yours. Think about the last time someone thanked you for something, and your first reaction was, that was nothing. It didn't feel like effort. You didn't have to think about it. That's your greatness showing up so naturally, you don't even see it. But to the people around you, it stands out and it's outstanding. It's what they rely on you for. It's what they come back to you for again and again. If you want to find your area of greatness, ask yourself these three questions. What do people consistently come to me for, even though it's not my role? What do I lose track of time doing? Where does my work connect to something that actually matters to me? That's where your strengths, passions, and purpose come together. And here's what I see all the time. Leaders who answer those questions and then immediately dismiss every answer. That's just what I do. That's not a big deal. Anyone could do that. That's the part you've been overlooking. Knowing your area of greatness is one thing. Stepping into it fully, that's another. So the real question is, what gets in the way of leading from your area of greatness? That answer almost always has to do with what performance gets rewarded in the culture where you lead. I worked with an incredibly sharp, highly respected senior leader. He had been adjusting how he showed up for so long that he could no longer distinguish the difference between doing what was expected of him and being himself. Certain versions of him got results, others were questioned, so he led from the version that worked every day. And over time, that became automatic. He kept performing, kept delivering, but doing so from a place that wasn't fully him. That gap between who you are and how you lead comes at a cost. That's what we'll talk about in my next video. In the meantime, here's what I want you to consider. If the environment you're leading in doesn't reward both who you are and the results that you deliver, is it right for you? Today, I want to talk about the cost of not leading from it. There's a cost to leading in a way that's not reflective of who you are. It's not immediate, it compounds. To someone on the outside looking in, all they see is your results, and they look great. But from your vantage point, you notice the pace, the pressure, the mental exhaustion that sleep can't cure, a level of frustration you can't quite name. I know this all too well because I lived it. I spent years in rooms I worked hard to get into, delivering, performing, succeeding. And then at the end of a very long day, sitting in my car feeling inadequate, wondering why enough was never truly enough. There's a version of success that looks right, but feels wrong. Most leaders living in that don't have words for what's happening. They just know something isn't working. That's the cost, a slow drain that erodes your sense of worth and well-being. And it doesn't have to be that way. Over the last few videos, we've talked about your area of greatness, what it is, how to find it, and what gets in the way of leading from it. Knowing your area of greatness changes nothing. Leading from it changes everything. Here's how you start. This week, not someday, not next quarter, this week, find one moment, one conversation, one decision, or one place where you would normally default to what's expected and choose to lead from what's truly you. Say what you really think. Lead in a way that reflects who you truly are. Do what you actually want to do, not what you think you should. That's how you start. The more you do that, the clearer your area of greatness becomes, and the easier it is to lead from it consistently. This is the work I do with leaders every day, helping them get clarity, make better decisions, and create impact that aligns with who they are. If you've been watching this series and you want to lead from your area of greatness, visit ascentim.com/contact and let's start the conversation.